大家好，我是雅思，欢迎来我的 YouTube channel。渐渐的内容是 What books, apps, and website can you use when wanting to learn or study Chinese? And that's why I'm doing this in English, because if I would do this in Chinese, that would be very, very 麻烦死了. So the first thing you'll need is a textbook, and any textbook will do. If it has words, assignments, and sentences, it's a good textbook. It doesn't really matter what you use, because they will all use if you get a beginner level book, they will all use the same vocabulary, the same kind of grammars, the same kind of structures. And the one that I used is Integrated Chinese. This is the one that we used at university. And what do I like about this? So this is how it will look like. You'll have a character, then you'll have the pronunciation. So this is 天气 weather. You'll have little conversations, and there will always be a grammar explanation on how to use the grammar. So any textbook that you'll get, any learning textbook that you'll get, will probably have also a CD or an audio that you can download somewhere to actually hear and listen. This one I actually bought physically, but the first book that I used, I just downloaded the PDF from the internet, which is very much possible. In my third year, the book I used, this is what it looked like. Oh my god, the memories I get when I look at this. I just think it's funny that I did this. The Routledge Advanced Chinese Multimedia Course, Crossing Cultural Boundaries. This also comes with a CD. This book's also great. I think this is pretty commonly used. Oh, in my previous videos I also showed this book. I forgot to mention that this book also comes with a CD, so you actually know how to pronounce things. I think the audio component is very important. So that's it for the school books. And then we'll go on to the second part, and that is the apps. Which apps do I like to use to learn Chinese? Playco and Google Translate, these are the most important apps that you will need. So how Playco works is you can enter a word in English, for example, and then you'll just type hello, and then it'll find the Chinese word for you. Or you can type the Chinese word like lu deng. So this means street or road, and then you'll tap here on sentence, and then you'll have a list of sentences on how to use it and the pronunciation and everything. So that's why it's great. Okay, so Google Translate is also a favorite of mine, so you can download the Chinese version. The thing is, you can either take a picture of a Chinese text if you want to, or you can upload a Chinese text. So for example, there's a Chinese text here. I can go over with my finger, and then I can say, oh, translate, and the translation will come in this part. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at my favorite website. So this is just a random Chinese text that I've chosen on Wikipedia. We're just gonna copy a random part. And okay, so this is mdbg.net. I think this website is great because you can put it in text, and then you can choose inline pop-up notations. This is simplified Chinese, and then you just, okay, so this is important that you choose inline pop-up annotations. So here is the text with the Chinese under it, and then you can just go over with your mouse, and then you'll see what it means. So then you have a translation of every word. But what I really like about this is that they have multiple translations. So this word can be translated in multiple ways. So it can mean located in, to be in, to exist, in the middle of doing something, or, well, Holland, the Netherlands, Belgium. But this word, for example, has many pronunciations, as you can see here, and it has also many translations. Another website that I love to use is ChinesePod. I used to use this a lot because they have a lot of YouTube videos where they explain very clearly.
My name is Grace, and welcome to ChinesePod. ChinesePod is a fun and exciting way to learn Mandarin Chinese.
Yes. So they have podcasts. They have a lot of, if you just click on here, a lot of free content on their website. So with little conversations and tips and tricks. So I would really recommend going to their website. They're great. This is the best program for like actually repeating Chinese words and really getting them into your head. The app is called Anki, and it's a spaced repetition thingy. So what it does, so I've filled in the word list. You have to fill it. You have to fill it in yourself, so that is a little bit of time consuming. Okay, so for example, you have this sentence. The United Nations hopes that Israel and Palestine would undergo a peaceful negotiation. Then you write it down on paper or somewhere else. You type it somewhere, I don't know what you want. And well, it shows you the answer. If you did not get the answer correct, you can say opnieuw. That means give me this card again. And then it will come back in 1 minute. If you had your answer correct, but it took you, I don't know, 20 minutes to think of this sentence, you can say, oh, let it come back in 10 minutes. And if you thought that was very easy, it will come back in 4 days. So you only have to study these in 4 days, like this word in 4 days. And it will keep doing that until your cards become less and less, and you find everything easy and it is etched into your brain forever. I've never reached that level before, but it's a really good program because it uses the spaced repetition learning. And well, so you can do that with this, you can do that with flashcards, you can do that in multiple ways, but Anki is the one I really like. It does cost a little bit of time to figure out how. You can also use the app. The only thing with the app is, I think if you have iPhone, you have to pay for it. So that's why I'm using it on my laptop.